Hit up, sisters and brothers. This is Professor R.T. Bates at Perimeter Kemet headquarters in New York, the Bronx. And this is part 2 of our auction for the Stephen L. Mason Shishat Haru Academy, SHA for short. And we're auctioning off and in this video, again, this is part 2 of sports memorabilia. So if you're a sports fan, especially Yankees fan, I'm right up the block, not too far from Yankee Stadium. So of course we have Yankee Stadium memorabilia, and check it out. So first we have this poster here. It's kind of rolled up. It's not in pristine condition, but it's a poster of the closing day of Yankee Stadium. And here we have a photograph of the last game in Yankee Stadium. These are not signed or anything, they're just memorabilia. Of course, like I said, the whole point of investing in memorabilia is in the hopes that as it gets older, it becomes more valuable. These are things that you pass down. Real collectors might sell them when they get older. Other collectors keep them as an asset. Sports memorabilia is an asset that you can add to your asset portfolio. So, what do we have here? The only thing we have from the New York Post is a cover of the day the stadium had its final game, like the picture I just showed. And here we have a, it has some stains and things on it, but this is a final season 2008 stadium calendar from Subway, and that's the opening day, April 18th, 1923, which means a lot to me. Didn't know I was a poet, but it means a lot to me because that was the year my mother was born, 1923, in August. So you have April A and August A, 1923. So that's a photo on the cover of the calendar of Yankee Stadium way back when cars was looking like that. Don't look like a Volkswagen. And they have the old Yankee Stadium. I live right up there. I'm right around somewhere in one of them private houses. So that's New York. That's the Bronx. That's not even the whole New York. So this gives you an idea of what I just left to what I came to. And oh wow, we got Subway. But they got pictures of the old games and stuff and all that kind of stuff. So that's a Subway calendar. Now the pièce de résistance. The only the Daily News is put out the rest of this stuff, and this particular issue they had six-part issue. As far as I know, it was 6 parts, and the 6th part here was about the different events that went on in the stadium, whereas the other parts, part 5, part 4, 3, 2, 1, are all about baseball. This one goes into the other events that happened at Yankee Stadium, and again, these are all in pristine condition, and they came out when the Yankee Stadium closed, so they're from 2008. So on the cover of this one, obviously, is Muhammad Ali giving a good punch to Ken Norton, who I believe in this fight broke Ali's jaw, and they went, what was it, 15 rounds? He went mostly with a broken jaw. Yeah, his story, our story. What else they got in here? You know, they got Joe Louis fight. Of course, baseball, Satchel Paige. In the black leagues, the Negro leagues, New York Black Yankees of the Negro National League split their time playing at the stadium and at Peterson, New Jersey. And then the Pope came here, you know, and then another Pope. This is the one that looked like the double. Here's the double. And people kissing his hand, they all excited to see the Pope. The poop. What else? You know, and then they got all, you know, different stories. This is when they came in the Golden Gloves boxing team from Italy gives the fascist salute, while the Americans gave, you know, their salute. But believe it or not, they used to do this in America in schools in the 1930s, I believe. So yeah, this goes through, this is the 9/11, you know, after 9/11, I mean, people don't look too sad. You know, the Clintons don't look all, well, at least he don't look all that sad. The mayor, Koch, he don't look all that sad. Who else they had here? Oprah Winfrey, what's she doing there? You know, the other guys look serious at least. So that was the 9/11 memorial at Yankee Stadium. And so like I said, there are 6 volumes to this series here from the Daily News, the pullouts. And here, again, we have the picture of Yankee Stadium, but here we have the Bronx Bomber, Babe Ruth. And Yankee Stadium is said to be the house that Babe built. So this is a little statue of Babe from 1992, Babe Ruth estate. The only problem with this is, you know, his edge of his hat is broken off, but everything else is intact. Here we have a story on Steinbrenner, one of the owners of the Yankees. And they called him, they called Yankee Stadium after him, the house that Steinbrenner built. So this is an article about him and his book when he was owner of the Yankees. Here's another pullout series about the Yankees. There are, I believe, 3 here. Jeter, Rodriguez, Pettit, 4, and Rivera. So these are all pullouts from the Daily News, all in good condition. Here's some more pullouts. All these are from 2008 when Yankee Stadium was closing. So here's some pullouts right here where they go into some of the history of the baseball games again. And on the back they have the teams. They have all the different old teams up to some of the newer teams up to 2008 when they closed. So there's quite a few of those here. Okay. And again, kind of same thing, the pullouts, but on the back of these ones they have the cartoons of the different players. And this one is Wee Willie Keeler, Wee Willie Keeler, and that's him in real time picture. And so, you know, I have a bunch of these, same thing, with different old players and stuff. Have some a couple of giant baseball cards. Here's two of Derek Jeter, both of Derek Jeter, Mr. 3000, and then we have one card with 9 cards on it. All of the Yankees. And all from the Daily News. And this one, this pullout was about Babe Ruth and the Bombers and the Yankees. I only have part 1. Because I see it says part 1. Power of the Pinstripes. So I only have one of this, but again, it's in good or just about perfect condition. And this one is mostly all about Babe Ruth. And another set of pullouts. You know, on the back of this one, our greatest Yankees. You know, they have 2 in 1. Now, this is a book of this is the official NFL, so I have some football stuff. The official NFL Super Bowl patch collection. Okay, and I don't know what year this was put out, but it's the official patch collection. We have here Atlanta Super Bowl XXXI, what's that, XXX4 2000. St. Louis Rams 23, Tennessee Titans 16. Super Bowl XXX5 or 6 or yeah 6, right? And that was the New England Patriots 20 and the St. Louis Rams 17. So you know they have the statistics to the game that year, and this is the back of the first one. Have all the statistics on the back. These are cloth patches. These are the original patches from the Super Bowls. So we go all the way through to what we have here. Super Bowl in New Orleans in '78. Super Bowl in New Orleans between the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos, '78. 1974. Miami Dolphins, Minnesota Vikings. 89. San Francisco 49ers, Cincinnati Bengals. So yeah, these are the patches, and we have that for auction. Highest bidder get it. You get it? Now something I didn't show in the last video, I showed the Ewing banner and pin, but I didn't show the poster that goes along with it, with Ewing, you know, claiming victory at one of the games at Madison Square Garden. And we also have more Yankee Stadium stuff. So we have some football stuff here of the Giants. One of the Super Bowls that they won, and that whole story. When they, I guess it says sequel, so I guess it was when they won twice in a row. And we have the whole paper here talking about the New York Giants and the Super Bowl champions XLVI, whatever that means. And then we have some giant posters here. Go Giants! And then you open it up on the inside and they have a cartoonage of one of the players from Super Bowl Sunday, December 5th, 2010. Giants versus Redskins. And it's a caricature of, it don't say, it just says he's the boss. So we have that one, and we have another one here. Who this guy? The Giants versus the Cowboys. I don't know, y'all might recognize, I am not a sports fan, so that's why it's easy for me to auction these things off. And this is Sunday, November 14th, right after my birthday, 2010. And they had the Cowboys getting beat